My name is Mr. Nappy, and welcome to Living Environment Review at regentshelp.com. Before we jump into the content, I'd like to give you a quick overview of the Living Environment Regents exam so you'll know what to expect when you sit down and take your Regents. So each Living Environment Regents has about 80 to 85 multiple choice and short answer questions, including graphs, per Regents exam. It's organized in a few different sections. Parts A and B1 have 43 shorter multiple choice questions. Okay, they might be much shorter blurbs or maybe a small picture. There's also 15 Part B2 questions, which could include reading comprehension, multiple choice and short answer, or graphs where you have to make a graph using data and then answer questions interpreting that data. Part C typically involves about 15 questions that are longer, short answer or short essay. These questions are usually worth multiple points, so maybe 2, 3, 4, even 5 points per question. The final part of the exam is Part D, and these are based on all of the state labs that you did throughout the year. Okay, so there's about 12 questions, most of them with graphs or pictures referring to the 12 state labs that you should have done in class. All right, so again, you have 80 to 85 questions, and don't panic because you have 3 hours to sit and finish the exam. So as far as multiple choice goes, the most obvious tip is read the question carefully. Okay, it sounds simple, but you might panic or lose your focus. But make sure you remain calm, take a deep breath if you get overwhelmed, and really read the question carefully. Underline keywords, break down vocabulary words that tend to be a little bit more extensive, and I'll show you some techniques to do that later on in the lessons. Okay, cross out bad answers or distractors. I'll be doing that the whole review session throughout every practice question. All right, they are answers that make no sense at all and only distract you from the real correct answer. As far as short answer goes, read the question carefully as well. Okay, you're also going to underline keywords and break down vocabulary. If there's a picture, chart, or diagram, that means that the answer is there, and you need to know where to look and how to look for it. Okay, and that's another thing that we'll teach you here at regentshelp.com. So the graphs, you're going to analyze the data they give you and pick an appropriate scale. Okay, you're going to always start from 0 in the lower left-hand corner of the graph, or you're going to use a scale break, or I call it a squiggly line if you do not start from 0. Okay, you're going to check the key to make sure you are plotting correctly, and the Living Environment Regents will actually tell you if you're going to be plotting a bar versus a line graph. There'll be a little key, and it'll show you exactly how I want you to plot it. Okay? Your graph must occupy 75% of the axis. Okay? So this is the x, this is the y. Your graph must occupy at least 75% of that total space.